So we're going to start in child's pose. We're going to be here for a little while. So make sure you set up in a comfortable position. Bring your big toes to touch, knees wide, arms out in front of you. Take the first few breaths just to kind of sway your sit bones from side to side. Let your torso sway, your neck, your head. Settle in slowly here. And then soften your pose once you do. Let your elbows drop into the floor. Relax your third eye space into the floor. Close your eyes if they're not closed already. Become still. As your body stills, start to watch your breath. And open up your ears a bit. We've been touching on the yamas, the first of the 8 limbs of yoga. Yamas are the moral codes, the ethical practices for us to try and live by. There are 5 yamas. We've talked about ahimsa, non-harming, non-violence. Satya, truthfulness, non-lying. And today we're going to touch on ASTEYA, non-stealing. Non-stealing means not taking more than you need and not taking what is not yours. So whether it's material items, money, or energy, time, space, ideas, credit. When you steal, you deplete the resources and opportunities of others. We all affect each other, so when you add excess to your life, you create a deficit somewhere else. A big motivation for stealing comes from this place of not feeling like we're enough or feeling like we don't have enough. So we start to dig this imaginary hole inside of us that gets deeper and deeper, and we look to fill that with excess stuff. That's when we start to steal. And that's twofold. We start to steal from the outside to try and fill up that hole, but also we start to steal from our own selves, our own lives, our confidence, our self-worth, our self-value, the light and abundance that we have already. We start to steal from that by not being grateful for it. So with that being said, today I want you to turn your attention towards gratitude and acknowledge the abundance in your life. Acknowledge all you have and start to draw your awareness away from that which you lack. So take a few more breaths here in child's pose, and I want you to think of one thing in your life that you are grateful for. On an inhale, make your way to all fours. Take your time here, set yourself up. Bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Press the floor away with your hands and pull your belly up towards your spine. Engage your core already. And then extend your right arm forward, your left leg back. Use this as a chance to stretch that left knee. It's been bent for a while in child's pose. Extend long through your left leg. Extend long through your right arm. On an inhale, lift your arm and leg a little higher. Add a little arch to your spine. And as you exhale, pull your elbow and knee in towards your center, round. Inhale, extend, lift, and arch. Exhale and round. Inhale, extend, lift, and arch. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, extend, lift, stay here. Bend your back knee. Reach back for the inside of your back foot with your right hand. Kick your foot into your hand. Start to lift your foot to the ceiling at the same time. Pull your heart and gaze forward and up. Take a breath in, lift everything a little bit higher. Exhale, release, come back to all fours. Reset, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Pull your belly in and up. Extend your right leg long. Left arm forward. Give that right knee a chance to lengthen and stretch. From here, inhale your arm and leg a little higher, add an arch. Exhale, bend your elbow and knee in, round your spine. Inhale, extend, lift, and arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend, lift, arch. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, lift, arch, stay here. Bend your back knee, reach your left hand around, grab for the inside of your right foot. Kick your foot into your hand. Start to lift your foot high. Pull your heart forward and up, take your gaze up. Take one more breath in, lift everything higher. Exhale, release back to all fours. Tuck your toes. Flip your sit bones high to the ceiling. Take a breath in, prepare. And then lead with your sit bones. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. You might even close your eyes, go inside. Add any movements that feel right and appropriate today for this down dog. Pedal your legs, pivot your heels side to side. Maybe open your mouth, shake out your head. And as you settle in, find length through your side waist. Press your hands down and forward. Get longer through your armpits. Find length through the backs of your legs as your sit bones flip up high. Melt your heels towards the floor. Inhale, pull forward to plank. Bring your shoulders right over your wrist. Pause here. Extend back out your heels as you pull forward through the top of your head. And then press the floor away with your hands. Pull your belly and front ribs up towards your spine. Tuck your tailbone towards your heels. Activate the fronts of your legs. Lift your kneecaps. Lift your quadriceps. Take another breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the breath, inhale, pull forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs once again. This time, walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Take your time. Once they arrive, open your feet hip width apart. Soften your knees. Let your belly drape over your thighs. Give your head a little shake. And today, grab opposite elbows. Give your elbows a tug. See if that helps pull your torso over your thighs. Shift a little more weight towards your toes as your head drops closer to the floor. And then add a little more energy down and out through your heels to spread wider through your sit bones. We're here for a few breaths. Feel free to stay still or add some small movements. Bending one knee and the other, sway your torso front, back, side, side, whatever feels good. You might open your mouth, stick out your tongue, squeeze your eyes. And release your arms. Bend your knees deeply. Let your knees move forward as you start to unroll. As your knees move forward, stack your hips over your knees. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Your neck and head are last to arrive. Take a couple shoulder rolls back. Step your feet together at the top of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch, hands to prayer in front of your heart. Soften or close your eyes here. Can you find a little memory of your plank pose here in Tadasana? Lengthen your tailbone down towards your heels. As you reach out your heels, extend out the top of your head, get long through your entire body. Pull your belly and front ribs in, and then activate the fronts of your legs. Lift your kneecaps, engage your quadriceps. Find your breath. Taking a moment here to digest the meaning of ASTEYA, non-stealing. Leaning into gratitude. Can you say these phrases to yourself? I am enough. My life is abundant. I am blessed. Feeling the fullness of your heart, bow your forehead to your hands. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Lift your heart, press your palms. Exhale, fold forward. Drop the weight of your head. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Press your fingers into your shins back into your fingers. Pull the top of your head forward as you extend out your tailbone. Draw your shoulder blades together, widen through your collarbones. Zip your belly and front ribs towards your spine. Shift a little more weight to your toes. Take one more breath in, lengthen even more. Exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Lower your knee to the floor. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Lift your heart, press your palms here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Modify as needed. Exhale, chaturanga. You can always bring your knees or full body to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. As we move through our flow, can you give each pose its full attention? Every breath, its full potential. Try not to steal from the present moment, the present pose, the present breath, by thinking about what's to come or hanging on to what came before. Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold and let it go. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up, press your palms. Exhale, fold right back over your legs. Inhale, find that half lift, pause and breathe. Rework those details, shift weight into your toes. Pull the top of your head forward as you reach out your tailbone. Get wider through the front of your chest and zip your belly and front ribs in. Take another breath in. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Lower your knee. Inhale your arms around and up, open heart, soft eyes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, finish that breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Spread your fingers wide. Spread your toes. Relax your jaw. Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Find your flow. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, step your right foot back, lower your knee. Inhale your arms around wide, lift your heart, press your palms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, lengthen from your toes to the top of your head. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slow down. Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up, press your palms. Last time, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot back, lower your knee. Inhale your arms around wide, heart lifts, eyes soften. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows right by your ribs. Inhale, up dog, pull your heart forward, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold and stay. Heel toe your feet hip width apart. Soften your knees. Again, drape your belly over your thighs. Grab onto your big toes and yogic toe lap. First 2 fingers in your thumbs. Wrap around your big toes. Press your toes into your fingers. On an inhale, lengthen your spine. Now pull your fingers back into your toes. Exhale, forward fold. Give your head a little shake, roll out your shoulders, and then actively reach the top of your head to the floor as you draw your shoulders up your back away from your ears. Take a little more weight into your toes as you pull your head to the floor. And then press those heels down and out, just like earlier, to widen through your sit bones. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Take another breath in. And out. Release your hands. Soften your knees and slowly unroll all the way up to stand. Step your feet together. Big toes touch, hands to prayer. Have a moment, check in. Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Breathe here. Draw your shins back towards your calves. Pull your hips back towards the back of your mat. Lift your belly off your thighs as you tuck your tailbone under and forward. Lift your heart, reach through your fingers, take a breath in. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Press your palms, hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Pause here. Sit a little lower in your hips. Draw your left knee and left hip back slightly so your knees and hips are square. Press your right hand into your left and open your top shoulder back. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, prayer twist left. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Good. Sit a little lower. Draw your right knee and right hip back. Even out your knees and hips. Use that top hand. Press your top hand into your bottom hand to pull your top shoulder back. Inhale, Utkatasana, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, reset your spine. Exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, shift forward to plank. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow across your body. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot all the way up between your hands next to your right thumb. Lower your left heel to the floor. Now, option here as we make our way into Warrior One to hop your left foot to the left and forward slightly. Pull your outer right hip back, press into your feet. Inhale, rise up, Warrior One. Sometimes with a wider and shorter stance, it's easier to square the hips, so adjust as needed. Again, right hip back, left hip forward, and then bend your front knee deeply. Draw your belly and front ribs in. Lift your heart. As you press down through your feet, reach through your fingers. Big inhale. Exhale, Warrior Two. If you adjusted your stance, readjust here. Widen, step that back leg back. Good. Left toes turn in slightly, right toes point straight forward. Bend your front knee. Soften your shoulders. Gaze out over your right middle finger. Can you give this Warrior Two your full attention? Press your feet down and away from each other. Zip your belly in and up. Find your breath. Turn your right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back, reverse warrior. Keep moving your right shin forward as your right arm stretches up and back. Lift your right hip crease to the ceiling. Get longer through your right side. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor. Square off. Inhale, low lunge twist. Reach your right arm high. Drop your outer right hip down slightly. Lift underneath the front of your left hip. Spin your left ribs to the ceiling, maybe gaze to the ceiling. Take another breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Crawl your hands left. Pivot your left toes out. Bend your left knee. Swivel your right toes to the ceiling. Use your left arm against your left leg to press that knee open, and then pull your heart forward and up. Good, take a breath here. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat. Bend your right knee, travel forward. We're gonna keep moving forward, big transition. Inhale, standing splits. Shift to your right leg. Drop your forehead to your shin. Roll your left hip down to face the floor. It's okay if that left leg lowers a little bit. And then press down more into your right foot to fold deeper over your right thigh. Engage your left glute, hamstring, and calf. Inhale, lift that left leg higher. Exhale, forward fold, left foot next to your right. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, shift forward. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, cross your body. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot on the inside of your left thumb. Lower your right heel to the floor. Make adjustments as needed. Maybe hop that right foot to the right and forward. Draw your left hip back, square off. Press down through your feet. Inhale, warrior one. See how your stance feels here. Feel free to move that back foot as needed. And then square off again, left hip back, right hip forward. Bend your front knee deeper. Power up your back leg and draw your front ribs and belly in. Soften through your shoulders, but reach more through your fingers. Take another breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Adjust your back leg, widen as needed. Right toes are turned in, left toes point straight forward. Now can you breathe? Let go of what came before. Let go of what is after. Don't steal from warrior two. Be here, right here, full attention. Turn your left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back, reverse warrior. Lift your left hip crease to the ceiling. Keep your left shin moving forward as you stretch your left arm back. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, low lunge, twist, left arm high. Draw your outer left hip down. Lift underneath the front of your right hip. So you're working to square your hips towards the floor a little bit more. Try and keep that as an anchor. And then spin your right ribs and gaze to the ceiling. Take another breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the right. Crawl your hands to the right. Pivot your right toes out. Bend your right knee. Swivel your left toes to the ceiling. Press your right arm into your right leg to open your knee, and then pull your heart forward and up. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat. Keep moving forward, big transition. Inhale, standing splits. Drop your forehead to your shin. Roll your right hip down. Again, it's okay if that right leg lowers a little bit. Try and square your hips. Press down more into your left foot to slide your belly deeper over your left thigh. Engage the back of your right leg. Inhale, lift that right leg a little higher. Exhale, forward fold, right foot next to your left. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment. Observe. Notice any new sensations, new energy traveling throughout your body. Find your breath. Soften your mind. We're going to smooth out that flow. Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, drop your head. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, heart forward, legs back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, shift forward. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, cross your body. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Adjust your back foot as you lower that heel to the floor. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two, adjusting that back foot as needed. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor. Inhale, low lunge, twist, right arm high. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Crawl your hands left, bend your left knee, stay here. Pull your heart forward and up, take another breath in. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mats. Keep moving forward, inhale, standing splits. This time, option to grab your right ankle with your right hand, maybe with that left hand. Breathe for 3. Stay for 2. And 1, forward fold, left foot next to your right. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, shift forward. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, cross the body. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Adjust that back foot as needed as you lower your back heel. Inhale, warrior one, rise up. Exhale, warrior two, adjusting as needed. Left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back, get longer. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor. Inhale, low lunge, twist, left arm high. Exhale, Skandasana to the right, pivot those right toes out. Pull your heart forward, lengthen your spine, stay for a breath in. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your space. Inhale, standing splits, shifting forward as you breathe. Option to grab that left ankle with your left hand, maybe with both hands to work that balance. Stay for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Forward fold, right foot next to your left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Find that moment here. Slow down. Check in. And checking in, you don't have to categorize or name anything. It might just be sitting with sensation. Just feeling. Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold and stay. Heel toe your feet, mat width apart, go wide with your legs, and then drop your hips down, come into a prayer squat. Bring your elbows inside your knees, hands to prayer in front of your heart. Press your knees and elbows in towards each other. Tuck your tailbone forward and up, and draw your chest back as you get taller through the top of your head. Feels good to move around a little bit, move around. Start to open up your hip creases, your ankle creases. Good, keep your right arm inside your right knee. Reach your right fingertips out to the side. Keep your left knee wide, stretch your left arm high. As you open your chest, maybe work towards a bind. If so, wrap your arms around your right leg. Keep that left shoulder spinning open. Lengthen more from your tailbone to the top of your head. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, go right into that other side. Left arm inside your left knee. Reach those left fingers to the side. Reach your right arm up. Good, open your right shoulder. Lean back a little bit, maybe half bind, maybe full bind. Try and keep equal weight on both feet. Get longer through your spine. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release, fingers to the floor. Straighten your legs, drop your head, sway from side to side. heel toe your feet all the way to touch. Big toes together. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold and let it go. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana, adding on to our flow. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. This time, stay a bit and breathe. As you breathe, you might open your arms wide if that feels comfortable. Maybe go for another bind, half bind with that right arm. If you'd like to move into side crow with me, bring both hands to the floor. Drop your hips to your heels. Keep your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. As you plant your hands to the floor and find chaturanga arms, take that right hip onto your right elbow. Pull your heart forward up. Maybe lift those toes for 3. Utkatasana coming up in 2 and 1. Feet to the floor. Inhale, arms overhead. Utkatasana. Exhale, prayer twist left. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Good, sit a little lower. Breathe here, open your heart. Draw that top shoulder back. Stay there, gaze to the floor. Pull your belly in, shift your weight to your left foot, and when you're ready, lighten your right foot and take a big step back into a lunge. Rework that twist. If you need help with your balance, you can lower your back knee to the floor. I want that twist to be the priority, so take what you need. If that knee is lifted, stretch your right leg long. Press your palms. Open your heart to the ceiling. And then options here to stay. Fly your arms wide. Half bind, full bind. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Get longer from your right heel through the top of your head. Take one more breath in. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Release your hands, crawl them right. Pivot your left toes in, your right toes in, and fold over your legs. Option to grab onto your big toes in yogic toe lock. Reach for your outer heels, or if you'd like to take a bind behind your back, feel free to take that. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Can you soften your knees just a little bit and flip your sit bones a little higher to the ceiling? Take one more breath in. Use this exhale now. Fold to your fullest. Release your arms. Soften your knees and unroll all the way up to stand. Good. We're going to move towards the back of our mat. If you lose sight of me, just keep your ears open. Warrior 2 to the back of your mat. Turn your right toes back, left toes in, and bend your right knee. Extend your arms out wide. Take a breath in. Prepare. Exhale, extended side angle. Right hand to the inside of your right foot. Left arm to the ceiling. Can you draw your outer right hip back slightly? Press your right knee open with your right arm. And then draw your right ribs and heart to face your left thumb. Option for a half bind. Option for a full bind. Take what feels right today for you. If you're in that full bind, work to stretch your arms a little straighter. Everyone, keep wrapping your right buttock under. Keep spinning your top shoulder open. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Press your feet down and away from each other. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath in. Stay in it as you exhale. Re-extend your arms wide. Carefully into Trikonasana. Stretch your right leg straight. Bring your right hand to your right shin. Keep wrapping your right buttock under. Deepen that crease in your right hip crease as your right hip pulls back. Lengthen more through your right side waist. Maybe turn your gaze to your left thumb. We're here for a big breath in. Stay in it as you exhale. Gaze to the floor. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Trust yourself. Soften your right knee. Scoot your right hand forward and to the right slightly. Shift all the way to your right leg. Hover your left leg parallel to the floor and activate your left leg. Reach out your left heel. At the same time, reach out the top of your head. Maybe turn your heart and gaze to your left thumb just like you did in triangle. Or bend your top knee, grab your foot with your left hand, and kick your foot into your hand to open your heart and your left knee to the ceiling. Wherever you are, breathe for 3. Reverse triangle coming up in 2. And 1, gaze to the floor. Soften your right knee, take a big step back with that left leg. Reverse triangle, stretch your right leg straight. Reach your right arm up and back towards the front space. Keep moving towards the front of your space. Low lunge facing the front of your mat. Bend your left knee and bring your hands to the floor. Beautiful. Press into your hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Scorpion dog. Open your left knee. Stay here or flip your dog. If you're flipping, pivot on your right foot. Turn both feet parallel. Press your hips to the ceiling and reach your left arm all the way up and over. Stay for 3. Down dog in 2. And 1, downward facing dog. Let's flush it out. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. As you find your breath here in down dog, maybe return to those mantras. I am enough. My life is abundant. I am blessed. Inhale, rise high in your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold and let it go. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Hook that right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Stay low in your hips. Option again for arm variations. Arms wide, half bind, or side crow. For side crow, drop your hips to your heels. Keep that right arm on the outside of your left knee. You're gonna stack your left hip on your left elbow. So as you bring your hands to the floor and bend those elbows, place your left hip on that left elbow. Pull your heart forward and up. Maybe float those feet for 3. Utkatasana in 2. And 1, feet to the floor. Inhale, Utkatasana, arms overhead. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Work that twist. Draw your top shoulder back, sit low in your hips. Stay here, gaze to the floor. Shift your weight to your right foot. Draw your belly and float your left leg light, and then step way back into a lunge. Take your time. Once you find that lunge, back knee lifted or lowered, up to you, then start to rework that twist. Take whatever arm variation feels comfortable on this side. 3 full breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Can you pull your outer right hip back slightly as you pull the top of your head forward? Keep reaching through that back heel. Take one more breath in. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Release your hands, crawl them left. Pivot your right toes in, left toes in. Again, any arm variation, big toe lock, outer ankles, bind, maybe even tripod headstand. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Take another breath in and out. Release your arms. Soften your knees and unroll all the way up to stand. Take a moment here as we turn towards the back of our mat to open up your ears. Trust yourself, you've got this. Warrior 2, facing the back of your mat. Left toes face back, right toes turn in slightly. Bend your left knee and open your arms wide. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, extended side angle. Left hand to the inside of your left foot, right arm high. Draw your left hip crease back a little bit. You might feel that right hip bone roll down slightly. That's fine, that's great. Counter that by spinning your left ribs to the ceiling. Option for a half bind, option for a full bind. Listen to your body. Again, don't steal from this pose by going too far or not far enough. Can you find that moment, that now, that balance, that perfect push right here? 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Take 1 more breath in. Stay in it as you exhale. Open your arms wide. Carefully, Trikonasana triangle, stretch your left leg straight. Bring your left hand to your left shin. Keep pulling your left hip crease back. Get longer through your left side waist. Turn your gaze towards your right thumb if that's comfortable on your neck. Press your back foot down a little more. Get longer through the top of your head. Take 1 more breath in. Stay in it as you exhale. Just gaze to the floor. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Soften your left knee. Scoot all the way onto your left leg. Bring your left fingers forward into the left slightly. Activate that right leg. Reach out your right heel. At the same time, lengthen through the top of your head. Maybe work your heart and gaze to your right thumb, or bend that top knee and grab your foot with your right hand. Kick your foot into your hand. Lift your knee high. Open your heart for 3. Reverse triangle coming up in 2. And 1. Slowly here, start by gazing to the floor. Soften your left knee. Reverse triangle, big step back with your right leg. Stretch your left leg straight. Reach your left arm all the way towards your front space. Keep moving in that direction. Low lunge facing front. Bend your right knee. Press in your hands, inhale your right leg high. 3-legged dog and then scorpion dog. Open your hip, bend your knee. Option to flip your dog. If so, pivot on your left foot. Parallel your feet. Press your hips to the ceiling. Reach your right arm all the way overhead. Press your left hand down and towards the front of your mat to lift your chest. Stay for 3, 4, 2. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Let's flush it out with a flow. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gently lower your knees to the floor. Keep your toes tucked under. Ustrasana, camel pose. If you feel open and ready to grab your heels, reach back for those heels. Otherwise, hands to your lower back, and then slowly roll through your spine. Lift up into Ustrasana. Open your chest. Draw your elbows in towards each other. Lift your heart to the ceiling. Trace your gaze towards the back wall. Keep pressing your hips forward. Breathe. 2 more full breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Take 1 more breath in. As you exhale, slowly tuck your chin. Bring your hands to your low back to rise. Untuck your toes. Sit on your heels. Rest your hands on your thighs. Soften or close your eyes. Connect to your breath. Downward facing dog. Nice and easy from down dog. Just walk your hands and feet together. Soften your knees and unroll slowly all the way up to stand. Setting up for dancer's pose, Nadarajasana. Bring your left hand to your left hip. We'll start on that right side. Bring your right elbow into your right hip, and then bend your right knee and reach back for the inside of your right foot with your right hand. Square off your chest and hips to the front of your space. Draw your right knee down and press your hips forward. You might already feel a little stretch in the right quad. That's fine, that's great. Breathe here. Bring your thumb and index finger together on your left hand and extend your left arm to the ceiling. your heart, and this left arm will continue to lift up as you kick your right foot into your right hand and start to lift your right leg up. Work for squareness in your hips and your chest as your right leg lifts, heart lifts, maybe gaze lifts. Keep that right arm lifting. Breathe here. Maybe add a little smile if that helps with your energy rising. Take one more breath in, lift everything higher. Exhale, slowly release. Bring your feet together, your arms alongside your body. Just have a moment. Let your body process and digest. Other side, right hand to your right hip, left elbow into your left hip. Bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand for the inside of your left foot, and then bring your knees together. Square your hips, square your chest to the front of the room. Draw your left knee down as you press your hips forward. Get longer through that left quad. Bring your thumb and index finger together on that right side. Reach your right arm high. Continue with that lift. Heart and right arm reach up as you start to kick your left foot into your left hand. Extend up and back. Left foot lifts high. Heart and left foot lifts high. Heart and right arm lift high. Yes, keep pressing down through that standing foot. Stay, breathe. One more inhale, lift everything higher. Exhale, slowly release. Left foot next to your right, release your arms. Take a moment. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Close your eyes. We're going to take one last flow, making our way towards the floor. I want you to keep your eyes closed. Go inside. With your eyes closed. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Exhale, fold forward. Drop your head. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Try and keep those eyes closed. Exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few more breaths here with your eyes closed. Maybe assess any feelings that came up as you move through that flow with your eyes closed. Any doubt, any fear, any confidence, any strength. And gently open your eyes. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Gaze to your hands. Exhale, pigeon on the right. Bring your right knee to the outside of your right wrist. Walk your left knee and left toes way back. Take your time. You can always come onto your back and take a figure 4 on your back. Lengthen your spine as you breathe in. And on an exhale, slowly, sleeping pigeon, crawling forward. Relax your third eye space into the floor or on your fists and close your eyes. Some other ways we can practice ASTEYA, non-stealing. Turning lights off in rooms that you're not in. Trying not to interrupt people in a conversation. Try not to steal their words or their ideas or their space to speak. Start to make your way back up onto your hands. Tuck your back toes, step back, downward facing dog. Take what you need in this down dog to find a little release before we take the left side. When you're ready, no rush, you can always catch up. Inhale your left leg high. Gaze to your hands. Exhale, pigeon on the left. Left knee to the outside of your left wrist. Walk your right knee and right toes back. Lengthen as you breathe in. Fold as you exhale. Start to make your way back up onto your hands. Tuck your back toes, down dog, last down dog. Again, take what you need, no rush, no hurry, you can always catch up. Inhale, rise high on your toes, gaze past your hands. Exhale, bend your knees, jump your feet through your hands. Have a seat, and stretch your legs out long. Keep your left leg long, bring your right foot into your inner left thigh. Sit up tall, face your left leg, take a breath in, and on an exhale, fold. Walk your sit bones back, widen through your inner right knee, and soften here. A few other practical forms of ASTEYA. Maybe when you're brushing your teeth, turn the water off in between brushes so you're not wasting or stealing water. If you're inspired by people's ideas, make sure to give them credit. And if you're sharing space with anyone at home, at work, just be aware. Try not to steal physical space. Make your way back up to sit. Just change size, right leg long, left foot in. Sit up tall, face your right leg, and fold forward. Walking those sit bones back, widen through your inner left knee. Make your way back up to sit. Stretch both legs out long, flex your feet, sit up tall, take a breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Slowly unrolling onto your back, setting up for Setu Bandha bridge pose. You can bend your knees. Bring your feet flat on the floor. Feet are hip width apart, heels are in close to your seat. Bring your arms alongside your body. Press down into your heels, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, lift your hips. Keep tucking your tailbone towards the backs of your knees. Interlace your hands underneath your hips. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Press your feet down and away to lift those hips higher and send your chest towards your chin as you gently move your chin from your chest. You can use your arms against the floor to help lift your hips and chest even higher. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Let go of your hands, lower your hips, and just rest your hands on your belly and close your eyes. While you breathe here, do a body scan. You can take Setu Bandha bridge pose again on your own. If you need something a little lighter, maybe Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, knees open wide. If you'd like to go a little deeper, come with me, Urdhva Dhanurasana, full wheel. Take what you need. For full wheel, hands by your ears. Draw your elbows in towards each other. Press down into your feet and hands. Inhale, lift your hips high. Press into your feet here, so you can stretch your legs a little straighter and send your chest through your arms. Relax your head. Stay for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Tuck your chin, slowly lower down. Everyone, hands to your belly. Close your eyes. This time, sway your knees side to side. The next time your knees fall to the left, stay there. Bring your arms to a T. Hook your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Use that as a little weight to pull your right knee closer to the floor. And then gaze right. Come back through center with your knees. Bring your left foot to the floor. Let your knees fall right. Bring your right foot to the outside of your left knee. Use that as a little weight to pull your left knee towards the floor. Look left. And come back through center. Unhook that right foot. Draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Bring your forehead to your knees. Squeeze everything in nice and tight as you breathe in. And with an exhale, release. And set up for final rest. I will cue you out of this pose, so take time to release completely. Get rid of all your little fidgets. Feel the weight of your bones drop into the floor. Let go of your breath. And just be. Gently start to deepen your breath. Add a little sway through your hips, a little sway through your neck, and let that trickle out into your fingers and your toes, adding movement there. And draw your knees in towards your chest. Roll to your right side. When you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. As you do so, draw your hands to prayer in front of your heart, acknowledging the abundance within you, your life. ASTEYA, non-stealing. It's a funny thing about life. Once you begin to take note of the things you are grateful for, you begin to lose sight of the things that you lack. Germany, Kent. The divine light in me bows to the divine light in you. Namaste. Thank you, guys.